Out of nowhere, question of the week is going to my guy, Chano Hayes. What's going on, brother?
Not much, not much. Good to be back. Good to be back.
Yeah, good to have you back, bro. My question for you this week, man. I know you watched some Dynamite, and your guy is back, Switchblade, Jay White. Which
It's
will,
amazing.
we're going to talk about that later on the show. But my question for you, man, is what could Tony Khan do in this second run around to give his flowers to Jay White?
In a sense, I think one of the things you can do to give flowers to Jay White is make him legitimate. I feel like he had flashes of that during his first run. Jay White barely ever took a pin. I feel like the allure of Jay White, the history of Jay White, was ruined at Full Gear with MJF. MJF having a handicap tag match earlier in the night, and the way he lost was absolutely insane to me. I feel like it just made him look bad. But I feel like he has a unique opportunity and a great opportunity to make it right by Jay White is to have him beat Hangman, then have him beat Will Ospreay for the AEW International Championship.
Okay.
I
Okay.
feel
So,
like it's a great way, and just put some gold on him. You know what I mean?
yeah,
He's a top five
100%.
wrestler in the world. You know what I mean? Don't treat him like he's top 35. Treat the man like he's top five.
Is the TNT title too small?
As long as Jack Perry holds it, yes. I love Jack
Okay.
Perry. I'm going to love Jack Perry and those wicked sideburns of his. But honestly, man, it doesn't feel like a title worth of Jay White's stature, and we know who he is.
I agree with that. I feel like this first run with Jay White, it was cool, it was fun. We had this like tag team version of Jay White, right? Creating his faction. I guess trying to build a lineage or start up his stuff over there at AEW. Sadly, he gets hurt, gets taken out by Adam Cole and the Devil. Hopefully, we don't recircle around that storyline, and hopefully, it's all over and said and done with. But
It should be. It
it
generally
should
should be,
be.
man.
It
It
should be.
sucks because I really wish that Adam Cole MJF storyline was so amazing, right? The best friends all in going to the devil. It had some potential, but they should have pivoted. You know what I mean? Because Jay White and the Bullet Club Gold, they were victims of it, and there's no redemption for them because Adam Cole isn't there. Like in
Right.
a way, they failed Bullet Club Gold. They failed Juice. Then Juice was out for a little while. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
failed all these guys, and Bullet Club Gold has been stagnant when we know they're a top faction on that promotion. So honestly, I really do hope that the whole entire Bullet Club Gold gets treated better. But there's so much talent coming in on an everyday basis that it's hard to keep track of who's doing what and where's going where and who's getting the push.
Hmm. Yeah, no, that's facts. 100%. Let's do Jay White right this time. And I agree with you, man. I wouldn't be upset if he went over Will Ospreay or
Nah, he
Ricochet or
deserves it.
Takeshita, whoever has the titles, because he's going to cook with all three of those guys. But on
A
the flip
thousand
side, like
percent.
you said, why not hook up Juice? Let's give Juice the TNT championship. You know what I mean? And let's give the brothers the tag team titles again. Let's put the gold in Bullet Club Gold for a little bit, and let's see how these boys rock, because they were rocking without it, and I think they could rock with it.
Nah,
I
a
like your
thousand
answer.
percent.
Let's do Jay White better. But we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of new titles. Celebrated 5 years and the CW debut. But for right now, let's just go ahead and start our show.
Four sides of the ring, four sides of the ring. Everybody out here got an opinion, your ego shall die in the ring. If the debate's getting heated, we heating, you know it's been fire in the ring. We them guys in the ring, leave with your pride in the sling. Four sides of the ring, four sides of the ring. Everybody out here got an opinion, your ego shall die in the ring. If the debate's getting heated, we heating, you know it's been fire in the ring. We them guys in the ring, leave with your pride in the sling. Four sides of the ring.
What is going on, Ringside? Is your favorite faction is back. I am your host, the founder, Marcus Hernandez. I am with Chano Hayes. I am with Brandy Savage, and we are with Nitram, the one that makes you say "oh damn," and all four of us are back. glad to have everybody back. Was with Nitram last week. Brandy Savage, welcome back from New York. Chano, welcome back from working.
Hey, exactly. If you guys never see me on the show, it's because your boy's at work, and I'm tired when I'm recording. The bar just like bars to silo, and I'm fumbling to hit the mute button on here, guys. It's not purpose, I swear.
How's everybody's week going so far?
Tiring.
It's been an exhausting week. Definitely could say that too.
I feel that.
Definitely missed you guys though. I missed you
Brandy
guys though.
Brandy abandoned me. He came to New York and he left me again.
That's right.
Hey,
It's all personal, baby.
I mean, how do you feel, Brandy? Did we hold the fort down while you was gone?
Yeah, I definitely did. Actually, I checked out the episode on the way down from on the drive down. You guys actually did a great episode. You got some crazy points.
You go ahead and say the truth.
I'm trying to remember which one. No, I mean, I'm trying to. We don't want to focus on the bad now. Because that's all I seem to remember.
I was gonna say, you go ahead and tell everybody the truth. You don't hate Sami Zayn like Nitram stated.
Yo, that's crazy. I do not hate Sami. That's exactly what it was. I do not hate Sami Zayn like that, but I do hate that part. It's just it just reminds me of a lot of other people who kind of do a similar role.
No, fact, 100%. I feel that. But hey, at least glad to have you back, man. It's been 2 weeks? Been gone for 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Unpaid vacation, because that's how I do y'all. With all love.
Except Ant. Ant is still on a
except Ant
in Aruba. Yeah. He's in Aruba.
Ant's
now,
an executive
guys.
now, bro. He don't have to do nothing. He's a front office. He's chilling right now. He sends me the notes. All right. So it's all right, boss. I got you. Got you, boss. But we're gonna be getting the Zombie King back, everybody. Just be patient. Man, Chano, this morning, dude. Chano, this morning, man, you hit us with a text message. I kind of want to talk about it. You said you had a dream with us, the Four Sides of the Ring fellas, and we weren't on your side. You were wrestling in a match with Evil Uno, and your boys jumped you.
But it was mad weird, bro. Like it was in the Tokyo Dome for whatever reason. I was a wrestler for whatever reason in a match with Evil Uno, right? The Dark Order comes out, and then I see you guys out. I'm like, yeah, we lit, we got this. Brandy super kicks me. Margus hits me with a Samoan drop, and somehow, some way, like Nitram already has a table out, and he just puts me through the table, and I'm not even knocked out. I'm just like laying down flat on my back, like, wow, this is absolutely crazy.
True.
This is my life now. Like I wasn't even upset. I was just like, wow, this makes sense.
That's crazy, bro. Your dream gave me the Samoan drop.
Yo, you
gave me the super kick.
Right? Like, come on, man. You control it, dude. Can I do like a 540 splash or something? You know what I mean?
Bro, I can't control it. Bro. You think subliminally? I was like, yeah, these my efforts go turn on me tonight. no, bro.
Subliminally, that's what you think of us every Thursday, though.
He Chano probably turned around and saw all three of us in his dream. He's like, oh yeah, my boys are here, Evil Uno. We about to fuck you up, bro. And
we the real Dark Order. This is the Puerto Rican Dark Order.
Oh man, that's a hell of a dream, man.
It was honestly, it was wicked.
When you woke up, were you like, damn, my own guys?
Nah, when I woke up, I was like, makes sense. Martin will put me through the table.
You already know.
Like it makes sense.
I guess that might have been, I don't know, that might have been your dreams hitting you with the thumbs down, and instead of Evil Uno, maybe it was Zombie King, and your dream was like letting you know. Your dream was letting you know the future.
You know what's crazy? I 1,000% could see that. And Ant's fake celebrating with me. I'm on Martin's shoulders, thumbs down. It's just mayhem. Brandon's doing the wrecking ball off the top rope.
Everyone's gonna look at you and say, "You remember when you said Jeopardy?"
Honestly, I'm more happy that Chano thinks I'm strong enough to hold him on his shoulders.
Man, what you trying to say about Chano, bro?
Bro, I'm not strong.
What you trying to say about
No, it's fine. Listen, your boy is 6 foot tall, like 225, 230. I am healthy.
Hey, that's a fact. We got Ludi Ramos is in the building. She says, he or she says, "Hola, what's going on, Ludi? How are you doing today?"
Mom, what it do?
Oh, that's your last name's Ramos?
No. I'm a Perkins.
I was about to say,
my pappy is a white man.
So that's another name right there. Chano Hayes, Chano Theory, Chano the God.
For real though.
Chano Chano Ramos is a hell of a name, though. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna hold you. It definitely is a hell of a name. But
That's a hell
yeah,
of a name
man.
right there.
My
It's a hell
dude.
of a
That's his wrestling name for sure.
I'm not gonna hold
Hey,
you. I didn't even
Monty's
tell
in
my
the
mom.
building. That's what's up.
I didn't even tell her we was recording. I guess she got the noties on like a real one.
Hey, that's facts. That's facts. Let's jump into some discussion, boys. I want to
Channel
talk
the
about.
perfect.
I want to talk about Channel the Perfect. That's real love. That's real love. Even though I'm pretty sure she chooses Grayson over you now.
1,000%. There's not a doubt in my mind. My mother would throw me off a roof in order to say Grayson.
Ma, I
fuck
just
with it,
broke
though.
my leg. Okay, but how's Grayson doing?
Bro, she fake calls me now. She's like, "Hi, yeah, how you doing? I'm great, wonderful. I love to hear it. Where's the baby?" I'm like, "Oh," I'm like, "Okay."
She says facts. Oh man, I want to let's jump into some discussion, man. Let's talk about the savior, as Chana would say,
He is the
the
savior.
blonde, the blonde man himself, Mr. Cody Rhodes, fellas. Are you guys kind of seeing this heel turn? I want to throw a theory out there. You know what I mean? I'm starting to see this heel turn for Cody Rhodes. Right? He seems like he's starting to get a little bit frustrated with things going on. People aren't letting him speak. People are talking back. We're cheering on the ex-champion like he's been gone for 25 years. No one cares. He's opening PLEs. Could we be seeing a heel turn for Cody Rhodes? Brandy Savage?
I would doubt that very much. I could see like a dark side or like a little frustrated side, but a full on Drew McIntyre Cody, I just can't see it.
Okay.
I don't see him going that hard.
I don't know. He had a hell of a heel run when he was in New Japan. And it was just really good. You know, it was believable. You know, he was the nightmare. He wasn't about the American dream. You couldn't see, like, imagine if Cody Rhodes just got to the middle of the ring or, you know, his music plays and he comes out, brown hair, dark hair, goes down to the ring, doesn't hit the whoa.
That'd be hard.
Looks at the WWE universe and says, I figured it out. I know what it is. This entire time since I've been here, I've been chasing a dream. When in reality, I'm a nightmare. Mic drop.
I would like that. I would like that only if my man's wasn't platinum blonde and his transition back to black hair is a month-long process. You know what I mean? My man's hair is damaged. To go
super
back,
bleached.
Gotta be.
super bleached.
He can't
His
go
hair is
back.
damaged, bro.
Yeah, you might be right. You might
He
be right
can't
about
go
that.
back.
He can't go back.
It's too much, man. Like
His heel turn is gonna be bald. He's gonna be bald.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
exactly.
He has to shave it off, bro. There's no way. There's no possible way.
Nitram, you got the mouthing off a mic shirt on today, man. How you feel about your guy Cody Rhodes becoming a heel?
I think realistically, there's two people in this business that are never going to be heel again, and Cody is one of them, and the other one will be Bianca Belair. They do too much. They do too much community service. They do too much stuff with the kids. They are the elite baby faces, and they'll never damage that product. That's who they are at this point. So when it comes to those two, it doesn't matter how frustrated they get. It doesn't matter what happens. The storyline, they're always just going to be these big baby faces that overcome.
Right.
I think the most Cody would be a tweener, but never a true on heel. You know what I mean?
I feel like all of this is leading up to Cody just to be like, enough, and that's like all we get.
I think Cody goes full on heel, and we get full on face Roman Reigns.
Nah. Full face does not work for Roman.
For Roman Reigns, he's definitely gonna.
Tweener is fine. He's gonna
be a tweener for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
could he go like how Okada is at AEW right now?
Nah.
Could you imagine Roman just throwing the middle finger at everybody and just calling everybody a bitch?
Bro, to be honest, he's still a heel. He's still mad arrogant. Nothing's changed about Roman.
No, you're absolutely right. Nothing's changed. Not yet.
Nah, bro. That man not gonna apologize for nothing. He's still hella prideful. That War Games match is gonna have to be him against all his cousins.
We'll see come Saturday. We'll see come Saturday because we got bad blood. We don't know what's gonna happen yet, which we're gonna talk about towards the end of the show here. But Chana, it seems like you don't think the savior Cody Rhodes can become heel.
He's the thing is, I've seen interviews where he said he's open to it, but like Nitram said, Cody does way too much community work and he sells way too much merch to honestly turn heel like that.
That's what it
He'll,
always
he'll
comes
sell
down
merch.
to.
He'll sell
Children,
merch.
heel sells merch, but adults buy heel
Nah.
merch. Children buy
Mhm.
babyface merch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's just the perfect baby face. You can't. He's always gonna be your top baby face. So to turn him so, especially not so soon. If it ever happens, it's not gonna happen this title run.
I mean,
Nah,
as
not-
long as
not
his
this
dad
one.
is dead, he'll always be a babyface. That's just it.
Jeez.
I mean,
That was
If
harsh.
this was Vince, you see Vince gathering the Dragon Balls, bring back Dusty.
Vince, if this was Vince, Vince would have been like, Trips, sign this Nitram guy. He knows.
He would have been like,
He
dig him
gets
up.
it.
Nah,
Take
I'm
him
telling you,
Okay, fair
nah, I'm
enough.
telling you,
Fair
it's
enough.
it's wicked, but not no time soon.
Okay, that's cool. I mean, hey, look, I think we might be getting it. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's coming sooner than later. I feel like it needs to come sooner or later. I feel like it would make his championship reign a little bit more interesting than it is right now. I just feel like nobody cares that he's champion. You know what I mean? My dude's playing back burner. He's the champion.
Nah, he's not playing the
He's-
back burner right now.
he's- He did at the last PLA. He's getting it at this PLA, which we're going to talk
No,
about.
no,
but-
oh my! Why does he have to always? He doesn't always have to be in the main event. It was
Who,
clearly
Cody?
supposed to be. It was supposed to be Gunther's main event. He's also world champion.
Gunther's not even on the card.
I'm just talking about the last PLE. He's saying that like he opened for the last PLE, and I'm saying
Oh.
that yeah.
Man. But still, though, he's world heavyweight champion. He's not WWE.
It was in Germany though.
Listen, I'm not gonna hold
I
you.
get
up.
it.
If Roman,
I get it.
I'm not gonna hold you. If Roman was still champion, Roman was main eventing. You know what I mean?
That's facts. That's
Roman
facts.
was main event. Roman is never not.
Roman wouldn't have wrestled on that card. He's gonna do
No,
SummerSlam, not do the one in the middle, and then go to War Games or Bad Blood or whatever. I'm just saying he
No,
wouldn't
listen.
have been in that card.
I feel you, but if he
No,
was,
don't
but
travel.
my point is, if he was in that card, Roman would have main evented.
Most likely, but and that's why they,
Facts.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but I'm
There's-
just saying, there's like a list of guys. You know what I mean? Like, even if we go back, John Cena isn't opening. Triple H isn't opening. Randy Orton isn't opening.
That's not true though.
Yes, it is, bro.
Brock Lesnar has made it clear that it's okay if you're gonna do one, then it's okay to
Yeah, but
open
Brock-
as well.
but see,
You're not
Brock
gonna do
Lesnar's
any.
not-
You're not gonna do middle matches. You
Brock
can
Lesnar's
open.
is another guy though. It's just like he opened because he wanted to wrestle for 10 minutes and then he went home.
And he
It
lost.
does- But he was always willing to do the opener, and he always spreaded that advice to other people. You hear people talk about that all the time.
I can see Brock giving people advice. He's like, get paid and shut up. Because that's all he cares about. He says it all the time. He's like, I just get paid and show up.
That's facts. That's facts.
I mean, like even like Nitram, you play my GM. The opener is supposed to be just as important as the closer.
That's facts. If your middle matches are against the curve, then you get poor reviews and your ratings go down for some reason. People just be tuning out. Don't make sense.
Yep.
I mean, to be fair,
We'll
you got to
see.
take advantage of all those Law and Order episodes and the Big Bang theories. You got to take advantage of all those old folk with the TV on. You know what I mean? You got to show them something to make them stay.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I do think we're gonna get a Cody heel turn sooner than later. Maybe when he loses the title, he'll be like, "Yo, I can't
1,000% when he loses it. Not no time soon.
keep doing this." You know what I mean? I think they need a. I can't keep doing this. They need to hire Kenny Omega to go backstage so he could beat up his dog, just like he beat up CM Punk's dog, allegedly.
He didn't touch Larry.
He saved Larry.
He saved
He
Larry.
did save Larry. He did save Larry. Let's talk about this U.S. title feud. We talked about it a little bit last week. Me and Nitram did. Fellas, are you guys locked in with this like trio feud we got going on? LA Knight, Andrade, and Carmelo Hayes. Let's start with Chano Hayes.
I'm not gonna hold you. That Andrade LA Knight match cooked. It was really good. And I was like, wow, there is somebody in this God's green earth that can pull out a good match from LA Knight. This is crazy.
Wow.
So I can only imagine a triple threat match. But yeah, man, I'm oddly excited about this impending triple threat match because these guys are hella talented. You know what I mean? Well, not LA Knight, but yeah, these guys are hella talented. So in a sense of it just should be a really good match. I just wish it was on a PLE and not a Friday Night SmackDown. And I hate that Triple H is using these regular shows to be like, yeah, we can we can still put out great matches on these regular cards and leave the main important ones for the PLEs. Because it's unfortunate. If you time these PLE matches, there's like 15, 20-minute gaps in between these matches.
Oh yeah,
And that's why
100%.
I low key think I don't want to go back to a WWE PLE. Because I'm not paying for the matches. I'm paying for the name brand.
Thanks
You know what I mean? Not for nothing. Full Gears and you work. My boys, I just spent $44 on a ticket that's gonna have 12 matches and no breaks in between aside from the Chris Jericho match.
Margarita match.
That's exactly the Margarita match. You know what I mean? The
To be fair, though,
the moment it says hello guys, it's the learning tree. I'm like, yup, the margaritas, boys. Round them up.
Make it a double.
How you feeling about
To
the
be fair, though,
feud,
just to
Nitram?
counter off this real quick, I kind of like the fact that they're putting these big matches on free TV because it's something that AEW does it all the time. They put these big matches on free TV, and it brings something else. It gives you a reason to stay. I've always complained that Raw's main events never make me want to stay up for 3 hours. SmackDown main events are usually talk segments. I hate to say it, but they usually are. So when you get these big time matches that you're like, oh man, I can't wait for this to be on the pay-per-view, and they announce it, oh, this is on SmackDown or this is on Raw. I'm sitting there, I'm like, that's freaking cool. I like to have that.
I agree with you. I agree with you. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think my main issue is there's not enough matches on these PLEs. You know what I mean? I think that's my biggest concern. There's not enough matches on these PLEs. You have a 3.5 hour PLE and there's 5 matches, and only one or two of them are going past 20 minutes. You know what I mean? That's my concern. Like you have the Cody Rhodes match, which is guaranteed a half hour every single match. Doesn't matter who it is. Cody gets his time. Gunther gets his time. I'm not gonna hurt you. The women's tag titles that are primarily on these PLEs, 10 minutes or less. You know what I mean? Then the other 2 remaining matches, they might get 12, 13, 14, 15 minutes. And it sucks because you have so many gaps in between these matches. Like, damn, this match could have been on here. This match could have been on here. I agree with you. Free TV matches are amazing because you don't have to wait till a Saturday, Sunday night, 11 p.m. to go watch this match. But at the same time, I feel like I'm getting cheated with these PLEs. Bad Blood is this Saturday, and I'm like, it starts at 6. I'm like, yeah, I'm probably only gonna get an hour and 20 minutes of actual wrestling in this 3-hour pay-per-view. So I can put something else on.
So the way I look at it is like I feel like to add on to what Martin said, it's actually a plus. Like everything, it's been so great. You get free TV pay-per-view matches, but like that's just to credit how good WWE has been lately. To credit how many feuds they're building that aren't even making it onto a pay-per-view. So I personally don't like. I remember in the beginning we didn't like the long pay-per-views of AEW, and I'm still not like sold on it. I do like I know what I'm getting when I watch this card from WWE.
When you say we, who are you talking about when you say we?
What do you mean? Like when did I refer?
You said I know we don't like the AEW pay-per-views.
Oh, no, I'm so
no. I'm saying in the
him and
beginning. In the beginning, Chance and I didn't necessarily like the long card
because I wasn't used to it. I wasn't used to I wasn't used to cards of like, okay, this match ended, quick segment, another match on the pay-per-view. You know what I mean? Then I think what really solidified it for me when we went to Forbidden Door, and like we got our money's worth. You know what I mean? Like we genuinely got our money's worth that night. And there was still some matches that we didn't enjoy, but it was like, wow, this was so much. We've seen so much talent and so many people that this is enjoyable. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of. I guess I kind of hope.
I guess let me reword the question then, right? Because it seems like we're all locked into this trios feud that's going on. Let me reword this question. Is LA Knight doing a better job than Theory and Rey Mysterio with the U.S. title and Logan Paul with the U.S. title than those other 3 since he's had it?
No. I say this is a circumstance of competitors, not of actual championship thing. You know what I mean?
But the title's interesting now. It's an interesting storyline.
Because it's involved with Andrade and Melo. You know what I mean? If you was to drop LA Knight, my fault, Brandon. Let me get this one piece on. I got you, bro. If you was to drop LA Knight all from this feud and it was Melo versus Andrade for the United States Championship, I'd be just as locked in because it's those 2 guys. It could be, bro. It could be if it wasn't for me
LA
seeing
Knight
Andrade.
defends Brunson one day, and you liked it one night, and now you're over it.
Listen, we got Carl Anthony Towns, so I'm on to bigger and better next things. Honestly,
So that's exactly the point. Like it's on to bigger and better things. Every now and then you watch a card. It's like, oh, this is a great card with a great match. Like there were moments during Austin Theory's run that were great. There were moments that were terrible. Most of it was, but we had a great Elimination Chamber match with the Johnny Gargano and Seth Rollins spots. It was a great match. After the card, we all said it was a great match. So besides that, there was also just Seth Rollins carrying that thing for a month or two with Bobby Lashley. Also, it's just the talent around him makes it great, not the person running the thing. That feud was good in the beginning. It dragged out too long with Seth Rollins and Bobby Lashley. But it like I said, it has its moments where those things are also good, but that doesn't make the run good.
yeah.
And to add on to what these guys are saying, when Logan Paul had the belt was on the pay-per-views.
That too.
I mean, all 2 times.
Thank you.
Hey, they were on.
Thanks,
they were
somebody
on the
said it.
pay-per-views.
Somebody
all,
said it twice.
all 3 times. All 3 times. Listen, it doesn't matter. The champ. Listen, Logan Paul could have been a great champion. His biggest flaw was he wasn't defending it enough. Austin Theory could have been a great champion. He was having good matches, but his issue was that he just wasn't as interesting and people didn't care about him.
Boring.
Getting a crowd connection.
Yeah, exactly. Crowd connection. Rey Mysterio's issue was he's old. You know what I mean? LA Knight's issue is
He didn't even come out with the belt.
He didn't even come, bro. I swear to God, it pisses me off. It pisses me off on AEW too. When you're a champion and you don't come out with your strap, it infuriates me. I'm like, you put your body on the line for this championship, and you're gonna leave it in the back. I'm like, that's crazy to me.
Hey,
Like, first off, how you don't want these pictures with your wrestling gear
Facts.
and the belt?
And bro, Rey Mysterio was wearing Gucci and Prada. He was wearing the Ferragamo shirts with no championship belt. I'm like,
you can't be wearing Gucci and Prada with the U.S. title though. You know what I
why
mean?
not? You can do whatever you want.
The only person I get away with
Because
it is Orange Cassidy.
you look
He puts in his
like
book
one of those people that like you drive a Lamborghini, but you can't afford the tags.
Facts.
Still driving.
Facts. Still driving, baby.
Well, speaking about champions and speaking about a new champ, we talked about who Nitram says, it's just a tag team wrestler. But my man got a new belt.
Facts.
Jey Uso, new title, Intercontinental Championship. Nitram, how you feeling about it?
I mean, the blue did so much for it, right? It's crazy. Like, it did so much for it. It really did pop on it. Touching moment for Jey. You know, I give Jey a lot of shit. Truth is, that was a real touching moment. You know, he choked up on his promo, and well understandable. Mm-hmm. I still stand on the fact that if this is just a pawn move to introduce this title and get him into a bloodline story because they cost him the belt, then this was still pointless. Because I was gonna say it's because it hurt Braun Breaker, but they cleared up Braun Breaker clear as day on that same show, so that was great. But it's just like, I don't know, man. Jey Uso, it was touching, but what are you gonna do?
Day one shit.
Bernie, how are you feeling? How are you feeling about the new title?
I love the new title. It is absolutely gorgeous. It brings back the old school feel of it when it used to have the blue globe on it. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'm a big fan of the title. But to touch on what Nitram said, man, I'm just saying, bro. Like, what are you gonna do? Why is he already? He hasn't even like had a match, and you're just like, what are you gonna do? Who are you gonna fight?
I mean, he had a promo. And
I mean, the objective is clear,
and the promo was great.
The objective is clear. He's gonna put over the biggest heel on Raw.
Roman made his life hard. That's all I got from that promo.
I know you're bugging out.
Roman.
The title's clean. The black and gold Jeet shirt from Jey Uso was clean. The promo was clean. Mm-hmm. Bro, clean all around. He's facing Xavier Woods on Monday, bro.
I think Jey Uso is trying to catch up to John Cena on how many times he can change his shirt.
I'm not gonna hold you though, bro. I didn't like the blue and white Yeet shirt, but the blue and the black and gold Yeet is clean. I still won't buy it because I'm not a 14-year-old boy. You know what I mean?
I'm hoping
it's clean.
I'm hoping we get a bloodline Yeet shirt. You know how it has like all the tribal lettering.
Ooh, that'd be fire.
Mm-hmm.
I'd wear it in the crib,
Mhm.
but I'm still not wearing a shirt that says Heat
With
outside.
with that being said, Nick Ram wanted to know what's next, and that's my next question to you guys: is what's next for Jey Uso? What who do you think he's going to drop this title to? I am for one thinking that this title, this is all built up to get dropped to Dom. Chano, what do you think?
Nail on the head. My only issue is it seems like Bad Blood is the end of the feud for Rhea and Liv at the moment. I don't know if it's gonna be the end of the feud for Damian and Finn at the moment. So I don't know if you. I listen. I would love for it to be Dom. It makes sense if it is Dom, but ultimately, in a sense, it's hard to do a Judgment Dom Jey Uso feud without involving the women again, and I don't want them to be involved again. I don't want a little spoiler for later. I don't want to see Rhea with the strap again. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it would be nice. It would be nice. It would be nice if it's Dom with the icy strap because I'll be fulfilling my agenda one step at a time.
Brandy, who do you think? Who do you think Jey Uso is going to drop this title to?
It's like I haven't even thought that far ahead. We're still celebrating.
He's like,
I'm not with all this negativity on Jey Uso.
It's not negativity. It's not negativity. Dude, I'm happy he won. I think it's awesome. He's great. It's been a long term coming. He definitely deserves this title. He definitely deserves everything that's coming his way. Right?
I feel like
he got it, but now we got to talk about who he's going to lose it to because obviously we can talk. Oh yeah, he's going to beat this person. He's going to beat that person. He's going to beat that person. But you got to have that one person that builds the feud. Who is going to be the one guy that can get under his skin and take that title from him?
Oh, that's a great way to put it, and you gave me a great answer. It's Jacob Fatu.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Okay.
And then they turn it red. They put the red globe on it.
I'm not gonna hold you. The IWC is bitching and moaning about the bloodline, and let them drop the strap to Jacob.
Let him. Never. How you feeling, man? Who do you think Jey Uso should drop the title to? I mean, he should just drop it.
I mean, look.
It doesn't matter to who.
Xavier Woods is right there, but I think Xavier Woods should be world champion. You want me to be honest? I think he'll have it. I think he'll have it when he reunites with Roman, in a couple months, and I think he'll have it until Uncle Howdy goes after him. I think this is all going to eventually just lead into a big Wyatt 6 original Bloodline story. So
it should. It generally should.
It should. We got some people in the chat. Jordan Kirby's in. Yeet, what's going on, Jordan? Yeet, definitely. Brendan, the guy says, "Oh, I'm late." Brendan, you're never late. You just arrived on time to the party. We're just talking some Jey Uso and who we think he might lose the title to. Sean Lucas is in the building. What is going on, Sean? How are you doing? And Anthony said Jacob's on SmackDown. But hey, you know what, Anthony? The Bloodline can do whatever they want.
Seriously, whatever they want.
Whatever they want. So maybe Jacob could go to Raw and just say, you know what, cuz give me that title. It's mine now.
Ultimately, I see the Bloodline on Raw. It makes more sense to have them on Raw on Netflix than on USA.
I can see Tangaloa coming out of the shadows.
Yo, what is the Gremlins? What is the official species name for them? The Mauis?
Mauis?
Oh, the Mowgli, something like that.
The Mogwis. The
Mogies.
That's exactly what Tungalo is. You can't feed him after midnight, and you can't get him wet because that man is a menace.
Brendan, the guy, said he's more interested in the belt. Brendan, we all love the belt. We think the blue made it pop. It just made the belt beautiful. Now throw it on a white strap.
For the women?
Now throw it on a white strap, and I think
for the women or for like the men.
Both.
We got to Jordan. I also see your other comment there, and I will get to that comment when we talk Bad Blood. I love what you put right there. Nitram, you brought up Xavier Woods. You said maybe Xavier Woods is right there. Why not throw the title on him? And I think all of us agree he might be next in line. He's well deserving of something, some type of singles gold, something to legitimately make him a singles wrestler, right? But we're in this storyline where he's going. Looks like he's going to become heel. Is it becoming a little too long though? Should we go ahead and just push the heel turn for Xavier Woods, or how long do you think this is going to last, Chana?
A couple months. It's going to build up.
We've been in it for a couple months already.
Yeah, but if you learn anything about Triple H, he loves a slow burn that we know that it's coming, but he wants to blue ball us.
Mm-hmm.
To the point
That's
where
fair.
to the point where he's edging us at this point.
Oh no,
Like-
yeah, he runs the Evolution Batista storyline just forever, just
Yeah,
bits and-
bro,
bits
forever.
and pieces, bits and pieces.
Just
Here.
bits and
Bro,
pieces.
bro, it's gonna be
Scraps.
it's gonna be 3 years from now. We're still gonna be teasing Austin Theory, Grayson Waller split, and the New Day split. We're just gonna be so edged out. We're all gonna be screaming in unison. Hunter,
He's gonna be putting blueberries
let
in his
us
pancakes.
bust.
That's how we know it's gonna be a heel turn.
no, it's gonna be let us bust, Hunter. Make the turn happen. Let us bust.
Oh, Jesus.
How you feeling, Nitram? How you feeling about Xavier Woods? When should the push
Yeah,
happen?
ma.
When should the turn happen?
I was trying to Google when their 10-year anniversary was, so I can give you the exact.
It just
date.
passed.
The entire 10-year anniversary. They had a celebration.
They didn't have a celebration, but they was talking about it on the thing.
Celebrations
Yeah,
this Monday.
So
They-
celebration's coming up. Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
this Monday.
It's coming up. I think.
Big E's gonna be
This-
in the building.
Yeah, so this is how I picture this, guys. This is my fantasy booking. They're going to have a video package, of course. All three of them are going to be in the ring. It's going to look all happy and positive. And this video package is going to show a couple things. It's going to show Kofi Kingston winning a bunch of single titles and then winning the world championship. Kofi and Xavier winning tag championships. Big E and Xavier winning tag championships. Big E winning a bunch of single titles and the world championship. And it's pretty much going to end with that. A picture of Kofi world champion, picture of Big E world champion, and a picture of Xavier on holding 2 tag belts. And you're gonna see on his face that he just had it. He's gonna attack Big E straight from behind.
Big
Kofi
E's gonna,
will-
yeah.
Kofi will
Chair
pull
shot?
him off. Kofi will pull him off. He'll attack him, and Karrion Kross will come out. And he won't accept it right there, but he's going there.
Let
He's sick
us
of it.
bust. Let us
Let's
bust.
bust.
Let us bust.
I swear to God, that's been my analogy for most things at this point.
Nah, but personally, I actually love the breadcrumb way of doing it with WWE. I personally love it. I love the long-term storytelling. Because, like, I think, like, the one thing I mentioned earlier is WWE's been cooking with storylines to the point where they have to put feuds to end on regular shows and not on pay-per-views. And I feel like that's kind of a sign to show, like, well, we don't want to pull the trigger on that feud because we have so many other things going on. So we can kind of keep breadcrumbing it along. And you can be like a year ago, watch an old episode and be like, wow, look at that. They were still doing it back then.
Okay.
It's just an obvious turn, so I hate the blue balling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what I'm
Sean's
saying.
gonna
It's
feel
such an
so
obvious turn.
shocked.
It's like, why are you pulling this?
When it's Kofi turning.
It should be Kofi turning. At this point, I don't care who turns. It's somebody
Yeah,
turning.
I don't want Xavier to turn because I've seen him like wear his aggressive gear and he's just gonna wear the same thing as Drew McIntyre with the black tank top and jeans. And it's just
I'm not
like,
gonna-
look, it's mini Drew. He's fed up. He's like, it's just gonna be exactly mini Drew.
I'm not
I
gonna
don't know,
hold you.
I
It should be
feel
Kofi.
like-
It should be Kofi. It should be Kofi
I
that
feel
turns.
like to get away from the New Day and to get away from everything and to make it a legitimate heel turn, he gets rid of Xavier Woods and just comes back as Austin Creed. Then you leave everything behind. You know what I mean?
Does he still
Then
hold
you-
the microphone sideways?
Then you leave behind the 14-time tag team champion because that guy did nothing with his solo career. But Austin Creed will become a solo champion.
You know, I kind of agree with you because if you remember, like Pete Dunne's heel turn took like 2 years as well, and it was like Butch, and you could tell he's getting fed up, and then the Pete Dunne shit. So now he's Pete Dunne. We're gonna get Austin Creed. I agree with you.
I kind of hope he stays Xavier Woods and he doesn't win a solo title and he just cuts a promo saying his biggest solo accomplishment will be retiring Kofi Kingston.
That's hilarious.
That'd be crazy.
That's better than any championship he could ever get.
And then retiring and retiring Big E at the same time. He retired the New Day.
That's what I'm saying. Just takes them all out.
That'd be crazy. Anthony said Drew McIntyre could be a good IC contender whenever he's done with this Punk feud. Then he also said, here's an idea. Have Jey Uso and Sami Uso get traded to SmackDown for LA Knight and AJ Styles or Kevin Owens. And then Brandy Savage's theory can possibly come true.
Do you know how funny it would be if Kevin Owens finally starts getting on a roll on SmackDown after this like losing stuff that he's going through? He finally starts getting on a roll, and then Nick Aldis is like, "We traded you to Raw."
It'd be good. I don't know. It'd be pretty interesting. Speaking of Drew McIntyre, though, fellas, Monday night they had another promo. This time they were face to face. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk. Was this enough to sell the Hell in a Cell?
No,
Nitram.
my fault.
Well, I already disagree with you. Yeah, add Drew to the list of people that made this promos with Punk seem so real. Put him in that same list with MJF. Put him in that same list with Eddie Kingston, because this promo just felt so great. I generally felt the hate in these guys' voices, and I don't know. Honestly, it's one of those things where this was done so well where I honestly don't know who's even going to win this match, because I thought it was a predictable Big Phil getting this big money paycheck, but this was great. I think it's the best thing they've done so far, including their matches. So
Okay.
I'm looking forward to this match.
Before we get to Brandy Savage's thoughts, Chano already hit us with it wasn't enough. Why wasn't it enough, Chano?
It was cool, but I'm over the feud at this point. I don't care how it finishes. I don't care who comes out on top. I just want to see what's next. The matches have not matched the promos, at least for me. You know what I mean? So I don't really care how this ends. This doesn't really do anything for nobody. It doesn't elevate nobody. If Punk wins, people, oh my God, why would they do that to Drew McIntyre? If Drew wins, oh my God, why would they bring Punk back to lose his first major feud? This just doesn't make any sense. Nobody's gonna be happy at the end of this. You know what I mean? It doesn't help anybody.
I mean, I get your point there too, and I also get Nitram's point. You two sides here, Brandy Savage. Who are you leaning more towards?
Well, I'm definitely leaning towards that. They definitely did enough, but it wasn't even a promo. It's been enough for a while now. I think to kind of add to Chance's point, like that one match with the four corners, that was a little did not match the vibes of the feud. But that's why I'm excited for the Hell in a Cell, because I think they didn't want to put a match on where it's like it's over. So now they have the finale, if you will. But
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. The first match was ass. I did not enjoy the first match. It was a cool match to see. Okay, CM Punk can wrestle a match without getting hurt. The second match was a better match, but it still wasn't matching the amount of hatred in their voice in their promos. You know what I mean?
I definitely agree with you. Everything their matches haven't matched up. Getting brutally murdered on SmackDown, getting your teeth kicked in with whatever, you know what I mean? Secretly despising somebody's promo under the ring. They've been at it. I mean,
you know what ruined it for me? You know what generally ruined it for me? Seeing Hangman and Swerve, two men that hate each other.
I knew it was gonna get here. I knew it always gets here.
It ruined it for me. It ruined it for me.
What was in the needle? Go ahead, Chano, do it.
No. Listen, but the point is like for those two gentlemen, is like even though in kayfabe they hated each other, and you see them actually doing moves to show that they actually hated each other. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like what's the worst thing that Drew McIntyre could do to CM Punk in the WWE ring? You know what I mean?
Called his dog ugly, bro.
Oh my God, the horror.
But to be fair, have you seen Larry? Be happy.
He's ugly.
That's true. The only way Chano would be happy with this match is if Drew McIntyre comes out with a brown bag and Larry's in it and beats CM Punk's ass with that.
I'm not gonna hold you. That's a different level of hatred, and I'll be all for it. But it ruined it for me. The Swerve Hangman feud, I'm like, these are two men that genuinely hate each other. Compared to CM Punk and Drew McIntyre, this is one tree hell. You know what I mean?
I feel you. I mean, I'm like in the middle. You know what I mean? I kind of agree with you. I think these promos have been way better than the matches, and it should be flip flop, right? I'm excited to see this match because I'm excited to see this end. I want to see better things for Drew McIntyre, and I also want to see better things for CM Punk. But like Chano, like you said, it's just like nobody's going to be happy with the end of this match, right? If Drew loses, wow, you really brought back CM Punk to beat Drew McIntyre. You're going to bury your guy. But if Drew wins, it's like, oh man, you know, why did we bring CM Punk back? But I feel like if Drew wins, it should be, look at CM Punk putting over the future.
How old is Drew McIntyre?
33, 34? Not that old.
Over 34, that's fine. If my man's in his 40s, I'm like, the future's over, man. He's almost at the end.
The future's now, old man.
It's gone.
The future's now. Oh man, everybody, we'll be right back. We're just gonna take a short break.
He's 39. Dive into a world where every pinfall, every suplex, and every promo is celebrated in fashion. From the legendary 3-count trivia to the iconic bad guy wrestling, we've got the latest gear to elevate your wrestling wardrobe. Show off your passion for the squared circle. It's not just clothing, it's a lifestyle. Come shop with us and unleash your inner champion at foursidesofthering.com. That's foursidesofthering.com.
FourSidesOfTheRing.com. You can copy your merch, 3-count trivia,
Opinionated.
opinionated. Not that American mouthing off of Mike Nightmare.
Cody
you got on.
Rose.
And I'm gonna not the Burberry T-shirt that Chano's wearing. Either. About that.
This is Uniqlo, my boy. You think I got Burberry money? Your boy,
Yes.
bro.
Yes, I believe you got that Burberry money. Oh man, Anthony said, they'll be happy either way because it's finally ending. Sounds like they're on the verge with Chano. Just let's get it over and done with. Let's move on to bigger and better things. Fellas, man, we had an injury over the week and at a house show. I'm not gonna blame the world heavyweight champion, but they were wrestling each other, so I'm gonna put a little blame on him. But man, Dragunov tore his ACL. He just got drafted. Just got called up. Just went up there to do this stuff in the main roster. Brandy, do you think Dragunov will be forgotten about on the main roster since
It's
his
like-
ACL tear?
I want to say no, but I know damn well his debut back is probably going to be on NXT.
You know what? I don't disagree with you there. I don't disagree with you. What about you, Chana? How are you feeling? You think Dragunov is going to be missed on the main roster, or you think
I
people
think
will forget
en-
about him?
I think enough people care about him that they'll be hyped when he comes back, but it's all about how he's presented when he comes back. He just can't be doing what he was doing beforehand, which was much of nothing. You know what I mean? I thought he was going to be the one to face Braun, but it happened to be Jey Uso. So we never got a full resolution for that. So it's weird. But honestly, people will remember who they want to remember.
That's facts.
But he's out for 9 months. There's a good chance he probably does go back to NXT. I'm not gonna lie, for like a match or two. But
Yeah.
he's talented. He's talented enough to make it happen. He just needs to be booked how the other call-ups from NXT are.
It's
That's
great
the
because
difference.
it's like you see guys like on the space, X Spaces, Instagram, all the IWC talking like, oh yeah, Dragunov will be back in 5-6 months. It's just an ACL tear. It's like, come on, everybody. If you know anything about ACL tear, it takes at least a year for that said person to come back and get comfortable and doing all the things. You know what I mean? Sasha didn't have, or Mercedes didn't have an ACL tear, but broke her ankle. What, a year and a half? Brandy's been waiting for her to come back, and now she's back, right? Usually, other sports too, football, basketball. These guys tear something, they're done for the rest of the year. You're not going to see them for about 9 to 10 months, give or take, right? I like the fact that people have high hopes, but we're talking about a serious injury, and all of us do hope that Dragunov recovers well and gets back in the ring. Nitram, you think he will be forgotten about, or you think people will miss him?
It's kind of like what everyone's been saying, man. Like, I don't think he gets forgotten about in the sense of storylines. You know what I mean? So like when he starts coming healthiness, Gunther will cut that promo and be like, "Oh, these are the people I beat," and they'll slowly drop his name and stuff like that will happen or whatever. But yeah, no, I think like he's gonna miss the Rumble. That's always a great return spot where people start speculating when people are coming back from injuries. He's gonna miss Money in the Bank. That's another one where he could have had a big comeback, so it's like one of those things where, like, yeah, I think the guy's kind of right. If he's gonna come back, it's gonna be a random time of the year. We're talking 6 months. That's a lot of storylines that play out and moved up and down. So yeah, NXT he'll probably fight Trick.
Yeah, for the title. For the title.
Yo.
Oh man.
No, I gave Trick 6 months with that title. I'm making progress on him.
Anthony said he's tired. They're tired of Gunther. Said Gunther's boring. Said Lesnar needs to come back to make him interesting.
Tell them to come to my house and fight me.
I mean,
they can hear you.
he's not. That's actually crazy. But I don't think Gunther's boring. I think it's repetitive, the same shit he's been doing for the last like 4 years. So that's why I had a little bit of Gunther fatigue. But I'm not gonna hold you. The World Heavyweight Championship, I don't look at it. Oh yeah, like Like this is great. I just look at it. Gunther's gonna give me a great match, and then I'm gonna all be off to go watch the other things that I care about on Raw.
Mhm.
That's
That's
honestly
facts.
how
I don't think Gunther's boring. Brendan wants to know, Chana, where is the belt?
Where's which belt?
You know what
Which
belt?
belt?
Wants to know where's the belt.
The belt that made it all the way over here.
Oh, the AEW Championship.
Oh, that's right, Brandon. The AEW Championship belt is coming with the Four Sides of the Ring guys to WrestleCade, so we can get it signed for Chana by this man, Mike Santana.
Mike Santana. Yeah, I sent it with Brandy. Brandy was up here recently. I sent him down with him because the guys are gonna be down there, and I'm gonna try to have Brandy get it signed for me by every single AEW guy that's over there, but especially Mike Santana with Needle Mover. Oh yeah, Brandy got it.
The needle move. There it is.
Kind of sucks they never held that belt, man. That would have been great.
Also,
bro.
Brendan, the guy said, Dragunov will be back the Monday after SummerSlam.
The Monday after SummerSlam in New York.
Or Raw after SummerSlam.
SummerSlam
I'm not
is
gonna
two
hold you.
nights now. They can bring them back one of the nights. It doesn't have to be Monday anymore.
That's aggressive to think New Yorkers are gonna care about Dragunov like that.
Oh man, I'll tell you what was pretty aggressive, but not surprised by. I wonder if you guys are surprised. Let's start with Nitram, your boy. The
That's
Miz
right.
turned on
October
our
8th.
truth. On our truth. How you feeling about this Miz turn? Were you surprised by it at all?
Nah, man. I mean, our truth. You know, he's been setting up the Miz for a while now. He got to get kicked in the face, bro. I think this was justified. It's like every time the Miz is like, yo, this is my boy, I got your back. He's like, yeah, I got you a match with Braun Strowman, and then it's Bronson Reed. I got you a match with AOP, which is AOP. I got you, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's always setting up my boy to fail. He ain't a real friend. He plotting on him. Miz realized it, kicked him in the face. Shouts out to Karrion Kross. He told me the truth. He said the Miz and Little Jimmy both talked to him before that match. That's right. Little Jimmy went heel too, guys. I don't know if you guys saw the breaking news. It was crazy.
It was
Karrion Kross just confirming things.
Brittany Savage, were you surprised by this Miz turn?
I was not surprised by the Miz turn. I thought it was one of the most obvious things I've been ever since. Like, I forgot what it was that set this in motion, but it was. Yeah, I mean, it was when R-Truth saved him. It was just like, why was he even in that predicament to save him? So, I think that was like, since then I was like, yeah, he's going back to heel. It was after SummerSlam in Cleveland ended, and he did not need the Miz to be babyface anymore. I was like, he's going heel, guys. It's over.
That makes sense too. Chano Hayes, were you surprised by this?
I'm not gonna hold you. I watched all of Raw, but somehow I missed that match in that heel turn. I saw it on Twitter. I was like, huh, makes sense. And that was all there really is to it. You know what I mean? It's the Miz. There's three things you're gonna get. Three things in life are guaranteed: death, taxes, and the Miz doing a heel turn. And nobody really cares about it. Like, oh my god, he's a bad guy again. Wow, never saw that coming.
Do y'all think he has more heel face turns than Big Show? Because Big Show was another one that was just like 1 week he could turn at any moment, and the Miz is getting like that now. It's back and forth with him.
No, the world's greatest tweener, maybe. Who knows?
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I don't care for the Miz at all. I generally don't.
Crazy.
I just don't. I just don't. I don't care. Bro. It's crazy how you want technical wrestling for people and great wrestling, and you hate Trick Williams. But the Miz is a white Trick Williams.
No, the Miz
what?
Can wrestle. The Miz can wrestle.
The Miz can wrestle.
Promo really good.
You heard Gunther. He's a sports entertainer, and he wrestled a little bit.
Yeah, but he said it about Bret Hart.
Hater alert! Hater alert! Hater alert!
That was crazy to me. See, just when I was giving Trick some credibility, now I'm gonna watch NXT and be like, that guy's the Miz, and it's just gonna all go downhill.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there for it.
Oh my lord! Oh man! No, I agree with all you guys. I don't think this turn was meant to be a surprise, right? Like Abraham kind of said, it's kind of justified. First, you caused the Miz to tag team championships. Then out of nowhere, you take this match with Bronson Reed, you get injured, but then you go make rap videos. I think I gotta kick you in the face, bro. I don't know what's really going on. I gotta kick you in the face, and I got little Jimmy with me. So it is what it is. So Hey, you know what? Brandon, the guy disagrees. He don't like what you said, Chano. He said he disagrees.
I mean,
Disagrees.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't ruffle some feathers, right, guys?
Hey, that's facts. That's facts. That's why the Zombie King's not here anymore. I'm just joking.
Yeah, I raised him on a vacation that's fully paid by all of us.
Can he
Oh,
return
man, we miss you,
already?
Zombie King. Fellas, if you watched the Wyatt Six, you watched them on Monday Night Raw, and you paid attention to the little things that they like to throw in there, all the little signs, right? Seen something about Miss Bliss. I want to talk to you guys about Alexa Bliss because she's been away for a while. We know she's had a child, beautiful child. Her and her family are doing great things. Happy for her. Happy that she's doing what she loves. But I want my girl to come back to the ring. She was one of my favorite. I was a big fan of Miss Bliss. But I don't want to see her come back to the Wyatt Six. I just want to see her come back. Alexa Bliss.
No.
That's what I want to see. I don't want to see her. I want to see her just come back as Alexa Bliss and work her way into the Wyatt Six. I don't want to see her come back straight to the Wyatt Six. It's got to make, in a sense, it has to make sense, right?
Nah, straight to the Wyatt Six.
Straight to the
Straight to the
Wyatt
Wyatt Six.
If
They
she's
need
not-
it.
If she's not in the Wyatt Six, she might as well go to the Pure Fusion Collective because I don't care.
Yeah.
Go to the stud line.
Wow. Well, I don't know. I feel like if you throw her straight to the Wyatt Six, it's not gonna work. It's just-
No, they need it.
They really need it.
She can be Bray's vessel, bro. She can talk for Bray. She can be Bray Wyatt.
but is
in
she gonna
Alexa Bliss's
wrestle?
Body. Yes.
I don't want her to talk. I just want to see. I want her to come back and work.
But she could talk. And they need it.
Bro, you act like you want that Alexa Bliss who had that weird thing on her hand and she did that entrance.
I
where she was
do. I do.
That was garbage,
can't we-
man.
why-
That was
why can't we
garbage.
have both?
I want Alexa Bliss that's
Because
swinging on that
this
big
is
old
not
swing.
scary. This is cool. Not scary. I don't know, man. I just want Alexa Bliss to come back. I just feel like it'd make more sense. She comes back. She found this motherhood. She lost this dark side of her before she left. Right. She has a baby. She found the light. She found something beautiful in life. She found something to live for again. Let the Wyatt Six pick at her. No, you think you found this, but you're really this. You think. I'm not gonna say you think you love your daughter because obviously she loves your daughter, but we'll hit her with a Christian Cage line. You think you love your daughter, but you're really this monster. You know, so I just feel like it'd be a better story if she came back just as Alexa Bliss and the Wyatt and just maybe Uncle Howdy was just following her around. You know what I mean? Not the others, just Uncle Howdy.
That
Following
sounds
her
like
around for a
domestic
few
violence and
Like you said,
Stalker
breadcrumbs.
going
Let's
on.
build story. Breadcrumbs. You just can't throw her in there. That's not building a story.
She's-
I don't
she's
want
already
an
in
8
there.
facts. I don't want an 8-month blue ball. Let me bust.
Let me
I don't
bust.
know.
Let me bust.
I don't know. Chat saying that Y6 is a bit stale. Nothing off of Mike's in the building. What's going on, Mike? So hey,
You're
the Y6 is stale. We just throw Alexa Bliss in there, then you're just gonna make Alexa Bliss stale, and she is not stale.
Nah,
She's a
she's dressing.
future Hall
She's
of
gonna
Famer.
bring that stuff out to life.
We'll see. I don't know. I could be wrong, guys. If she comes right to the Y6 and makes it more interesting, hey, good for her. But she can't help their wrestling abilities. You know what I mean? Their wrestling ability is still going to be subpar. The matches will still be subpar.
Why don't you
I mean,
give
it's
her
a
that
presentation of a
matches?
Tornado 3 match. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
They're just not. It's not creepy. That's why I don't like it. It's just regular wrestling matches.
Yep, that's my pet peeve about it too.
And
You know what
and,
else
and
is
I
not
don't
creepy?
think Alexa Bliss helps that.
I don't know. I feel like you're crazy.
I would rather much watch Ruby Soho go into Chano's room and scare him.
I'm sure that will make great entertainment because at a certain point, I will fight her pregnant ass.
Chano jumped up a little bit. He was like she really walked in the room or something. I was concerned. I was like, yo, how'd she get your address?
I think she.
Brandon
might be
gave
a
it to
WrestleCade.
her.
I think she might
Brandon-
be a WrestleCade. I'm a
I
face.
thought it was hilarious.
Brandon gave it to her. That's exactly what happened.
Let's talk about the main event overall a little bit. The last monster standing.
It would have been
This
so
match-
much better
did
if
this
it was
match
called the
live up?
last Kaiju match.
That's kind of match.
Like the last
That'd
Kaiju
have been, oh, yeah,
stand-in.
that'd have been a good name. The last Kaiju.
The last
match,
Kaiju
yeah.
stand-in.
Last
That would have been
Kaiju
so
stand-in.
fire.
But we didn't get that. We had the last monster standing.
Boo.
And did this match live up, or did Seth Rollins save the match at the end?
No, you know what ruined the match for me? I'm not gonna hold you.
With
The
Seth
bum
Rollins.
ass. No. The Seth thing was expected. I wasn't mad about that. I fully expected Seth to come out. Seth was just at the Indianapolis Colts game. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
He was just at the Monday night game. It was very obvious my man's was coming back. You don't do TV appearances unless you're coming back.
True. What made me?
So
I don't even. Is he a Bears fan?
he is a Bears fan. He was there for us
Okay.
for the Royal Rumble and then the
Yeah,
interview.
okay.
But what ruined the match for me was the bum ass referee checking on the people spot. I hated it. I absolutely hated it because the referee let the security guards do their job and go tend to the match. You know what I mean?
Feel
And
that.
that blew that for me because it came to the point like Bronson Reed, like any rational person would do, like, bro, you're not even paying attention. And he grabbed them Adam Pearce's bum ass want to be like, you don't touch my referees. Like, bro, your referee's not doing his job. Your man's is a liability out here. He's not doing anything. You got 12 guards, 6 EMTs, and your bum ass is out here. You go look over this person. I'm having a match against this big SOB, and he can't even do a count for me. What am I supposed to do? Take both my thumbs and put them on my ass until he's ready to count? No, bro.
Okay.
It was bullshit. It was
Feel that,
general
Brent?
bullshit, and that ruined it for me. I swear to God, it ruined it for me.
Brendan the guy said it was a Ravens game. That's why I was like, he was a Bears fan, but that makes sense. It's like he was at a.
Yes, he was at the Colts game the day before when he got thrown out, right? And then he was at the Ravens game at halftime because he had an interview.
Okay. Brandy Savage, how do you feel about your guy coming back? But also, how do you feel about this last Monster Standing match?
I mean, the last Monster Standing match, like Martin referenced earlier, it just wasn't enough to keep me interested in the show to like really want to like stay tuned. So like I was not really paying attention, but the burn it down obviously brought me back.
Fair
And
enough.
I do feel like that saved the match. I don't feel like it was it wasn't a main event. I'm not a fan of main events turning to shit.
It wasn't even a burn it down moment. Like the music
Well,
didn't
whatever.
hit. My man's just ran out, no music, no funny jacket, just out, stomped them on the steps, and they
Composed.
counter. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like
I
his
feel
return.
like that had to happen because if you would have dropped the burn it down, then you would have gave Bronson Reed some type of sense that he was here. You know what I mean?
It would have been a better moment if you hit the burn it down. I mean, you still get the moment of Seth stomping Bronson Reed's face.
They should have did like a TK moment. You know what I mean? Where Seth Rollins was the cameraman.
Bro, it doesn't.
The whole time,
Bro,
you know what I mean?
Bro, the burn it down would have saved the whole entire hits coming back. Because the moment I seen somebody running, I was like, okay, that's Seth Rollins. You know what I mean?
I
It
feel
was
you.
cool. But what about the people in the top of the nosebleeds? You see somebody running down. Who is this man? Who is this? Oh, it's Seth Rollins. Okay, cool. Yeah, he's back. But at that point in the match, I was so pissed off about Adam Pearce and the ref doing that dumbass spot to get this big SOB off the top rope flying. I was so pissed off about it. I was hot at this point. I didn't even care that Seth came back. I was like, oh, he's back. Cool. Another heel that can't win a match. Great. Good job.
He's not a heel.
Bronson Reed is a heel.
Oh, just
Yeah, Bronson
I
Reed.
I like
They
it.
should
Another heel that can't win a match. Good job, guys. Because you know what's
Ram,
gonna
I love
happen?
you.
Seth is gonna go over Bronson Reed, and we have another, just like Shinsuke, who can't win a match. You have all these pointless heels. Yeah, you have these bad guys to take out.
Karrion Kross is also on that list. So.
They can't
Ram,
win
I-
matches. What are they there for? My fault, Marcus.
You're good, man. Ram, I'll let you for last because last week we talked, man, and we talked about how the third hour is way too much. Especially if the match can't keep you interested. And you said sometimes Raw does this thing where it's like you want to stay up for the main event. Was this a main event you were staying up for? I know you're not the biggest Bronson Reed guy. I know you like some Braun Strowman. How do you feel about this last Monster Standing match?
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, and Brandon can contest for this. I thought this was a 2-hour show. So by that time, I was about to go to bed. I was like, I don't watch that main event. I put on my PlayStation for a bit, and I turned off my PlayStation to go to bed, and Raw was still on, and it was the main event time. So we watched the match. This match was a super letdown. I'm gonna tell you why. It's they did everything kind of backwards. They did all the big spots already. I seen this man get slammed through a car. I seen this man get a fan thrown at him. I seen him go through walls. I seen him do all this cool stuff for the big old match to be slammed through the announce table. For this little, they did the ring collapse thing. Cool. We've seen that too many times now. It's 2-staged. I hate it. honestly, it was just a whole letdown. The Seth Rollins thing coming out, that didn't even get me to pop. I was just like, they had to do something. The match was so bad, they had to do something. And it's like Chano said, what was the point of building up Bronson to be this unstoppable monster? And he lost this. He could have easily have won the count, and then Seth could have came out and got him from behind the cheap shot. Something simple.
And you know what's the worst part about this? Worst part about this? This man tore his groin, so he's probably not going to be on TV for a little while. You know
Bronson
what I mean?
Reed?
No, the big SOB. I forgot. I keep forgetting.
Oh, Braun Strowman. Yeah,
Braun Strowman.
that was
Bro, he
like
tore his groin.
obvious though during the match because he just started limping at a random.
Bro, audible.
Mhm.
Bro, you exactly what you said. You could have Bronson Reed win the count, still slightly over the steps, and then you could still have Seth Rollins hit the curb stomp on the steps. You know what I mean? I'm tired of having these heels that don't win matches and they lose matches because the babyface saves the day and helps out. Seth isn't putting Bronson Reed over. What is the point of these heels that can't win matches? You're not. Is it, bro? It's terrible. I genuinely hate it. It grinds my gears that you have all these baby faces that win matches to be complete liabilities, but you can't have a good heel win a match to keep building them as a credible heel. Jey Uso's first opponent is Xavier Woods, who's not even a heel.
That's facts. I mean, hey, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what they do with
Grinds,
Bronson Reed. Let's
it
see.
pisses me off.
No, I feel you. Let's see what they do with Bronson Reed. Maybe he'll have a better, comeback story, whatever the case might be. He's pissed off, you know what I mean? Because maybe he wouldn't have lost that match if it wasn't for Seth Rollins. Who knows? But we got story. Maybe Seth Rollins puts him over. So who knows? Tuesday we had a debut of the CW on NXT, or NXT had their debut on the CW, I should say. How were you guys feeling about the show in total, Randy Savage?
I finally feel like I only care about 2 matches on the card.
Which 2 matches were those?
It's definitely I'm trying to remember which one the second one is. Obviously the Bloodline match, just because it's the Bloodline match. But I feel like with all the feuds going on, it's all lost in the shuffle. But I guess with the Damian Priest coming up, I definitely want to see the end of the Rhea Ripley Liv Morgan feud and stuff like that. But that's what's that called? Can't remember the word. But the the custody of Dom, whatever shit. The shit is just so silly.
Oh,
I thought we were talking about NXT.
Yeah, we're talking about
NXT.
Oh,
I was like,
what
when
you
was the
say?
bloodline on NXT? I just watched that. I was like, yo, I missed the whole bloodline match on NXT.
I was like, what? I'm like, Dom was there?
Yeah. Damn, I thought you said Saturday. My bad.
Saturday?
No,
I'm still lagging on my end.
The debut of the CW NXT.
Oh man, can I just go on record to say
Trick sucks.
people no, look, honestly, Trick had a decent match. I gave him that. He had a decent match. I think him winning the belt was the right call. I get it. All right. But that being said, there's just a lot of things that I didn't like about it. But I'm gonna say what I did like about it. I like the sport presentation they had. The way they were presenting everything and their little video packages and the way they're doing things now. The CW production team, or whoever's doing it, did an amazing job. 100%. What I didn't like was all the main roster stuff took away from this NXT show. It was too jam-packed with main roster things. It didn't feel like NXT. I want to watch NXT to watch the NXT people, and I feel like every segment had some kind of main star person in it, and it didn't feel like NXT. And that bothered the hell out of me. We didn't need The Miz to do that, The Miz TV. We didn't need Bianca and Jade to come out. I didn't need CM Punk to get Ethan Page a GTS while Trick was celebrating. I didn't need these things. And to be honest, I don't need Randy Orton to fight Javon Evans. I don't need these things.
But you have to sell the show, and those main roster guys sell the show.
I think people are going to go to NXT just because they like NXT.
I don't know about that.
It's hard. You gotta the Ethan Page GTS at the end of the show was perfect. You see the credits rolling. CM Punk puts him over his shoulders. GTS. I'm like, oh my god, he's going into business for himself. That's crazy. But at the same time, a little personal, 1,000%. He was one of the dudes that said he hit him in the head in the AEW in the back, right?
AEW
bro, 1,000%. But at the same time, Marcus is right. You got to sell the show. The Miz thing was unnecessary. I'm not gonna hold you. Didn't need that at all. But you got to realize this is a whole new group of viewers, of people on the
Mhm.
CW. You know what I mean? When I was growing up to see, I don't know how it is now because your boy got money and I actually can afford cable and things like that. But I assume CW is still a free channel for most people.
It's on cable.
No, I know, but I'm saying like I'm still assuming like people who don't have cable, like the CW is a free channel.
Oh yeah, I think it's like channel 3, channel 2.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So people who just switch channels, okay, who is this? Oh man, you see a dad and a son just going to channels trying to find All American on the CW. It's not on. But like, oh man, I remember seeing Punk from 12 years ago. Oh, he's back. Oh, this is crazy. Who are these young guys?
I,
Wait
You know
until
what I mean?
Stephen
So-
Amell. Wait until Stephen Amell's on a show.
I get that,
Exact-
but also like,
exactly.
how long do you have to keep this up before you have to put full faith in your NXT people to slot these same arenas?
You gotta
Oh,
keep.
it's
you
gonna
gotta-
happen.
You can't
It's gonna
have
happen.
main roster people every single time.
I
you're
don't
in
think
big
it's
old
about the
cities.
arenas as much as it's about the channel as well. They're trying to get the ratings as well as the
Mhm.
people. It's the
They
They
same
want
thing
to
when
get a
like
Melly.
every time like every channel like when these shows were up for auction to these broadcasting channels, they were throwing on bangers. They had people debuting every week, just different things happening because they just want people to tune in to inflate the numbers, and that's exactly what they're doing right now with NXT.
That's a fact. How'd you guys feel
Not
about
wrong with
Delta?
Don't know who sis is, so cool.
Julia?
Julia, that was a good match.
That's her nickname.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I thought Delta was the big girl.
Chano was like, it's alright.
Chano was like, yeah, I think it was okay.
No. Julia's dope. Julia's dope as hell. I thought you meant like the big girl that they tease that's coming at the end of the month.
No.
I thought her
Nobody
name was
knows.
Delta.
If I knew who that was, I'd be throwing it out there on X.
Isn't that? I thought that was Delta. I think her name is Delta.
No, Delta's Julia.
I don't know. I think it may be confusing because I've never seen anybody call sis Delta. I think
You
that
don't
girl.
watch. That's because you don't watch New Japan Pro Wrestling.
That's fair, but I did hear them say, "Oh, Delta's coming later in the month," and because they signed 4 girls, they signed Julia, Stephanie, some girl named Delta, and another one, and I forgot the other one's name. But yeah, Julia's dope, man. She's worth the money, and when she goes to the main roster, she's gonna kill it, 1,000%, 1,000%.
They ran Brandy. How'd you guys feel about Julia?
I love her. So
Cora Jade's.
I was
Cora Jade's
biased.
back?
I was biased going in. We talked about this last week. I didn't care what they did as long as Roxanne was protected and keeping the title because she needs to have the title, even with these new girls coming in. So they did exactly what I said because Triple H listens to me because we're boys. And yeah, that's all I had to say about it. I enjoyed the match. It was a little clunky at some points, but that's perfectly fine. And yeah,
Quick throw in.
Brandy?
The girl's debut is Delta. The girl who was
yeah,
walking down the
Delta,
highway.
DELTA.
Yeah. So when you
Oh,
said
was it?
Delta
Okay,
for-
okay.
when you said Delta for Julia, I was like, who? I was like, I don't know who sis is.
I mean,
don't know who Delta is.
I thought it was
Let's
a
talk about
great
it.
match. I thought it was a great match. I thought it was a great debut for Julia. I loved the ending because it just threw everybody off. Because we're all expecting Stephanie to come out and do some fuck shit, and it was actually Cora Jade's return, which there's just stars everywhere in NXT right now. It's fantastic.
It is fantastic.
It's crazy because them women are balling. That women's division is gonna carry the men's every single week.
Mhm.
It definitely is. That's why Trick
Every
Williams.
Carries
single
Trick Williams.
That's why Trick Williams has all the time in the world to get a fan out of Nitram.
Yeah, basically.
NXT is a women's show, and I appreciate it because no one else is doing women matches. AEW only had one. I think Raw only had. They might have had. No, I think they only had one too. It's real sad. All more women matches.
Bro, it's just the nature of the beast. But you got some more women's matches.
Do better. That's all I'm saying. Got a lot of time. Do better.
Do better. All right. Well, we got next week coming up there in Louisiana. Randy Orton and Javon Evans. I'm kind of excited about that match. I'm really excited to see how Javon Evans is going to take an RKO from his little spin-a-rooney move from the top rope. But they're going to work
That'd
it
be
out.
cool.
Yeah,
That'd be
they're
cool
gonna work
as
it out. It's gonna get some. Brandon, the guy is correcting us. Delta is the one who was in the prom. She was walking on the highway that said 1027, which is gonna be Halloween Havoc.
She's
Which
from
is weird because
Australian
usually
wrestler.
usually Halloween Havoc is free television, and now it's gonna be a PLE for him.
I mean, good job. Milk the ish out of
Yeah,
WCW.
CW is probably not. Like, we're not doing those TV tapings. I'm sorry.
Too much money. Too much money. let's
Nice both of
let's take another small break and let's move on to our Move the Needle. As you know, Move the Needle is brought to you by SeatGeek, and here is a message from our partners.
What's up, my fellow bad guys? Just when you thought we were down bad, Brandy's here to pick us right back up. Thanks to our partnership with SeatGeek, we got good seats and great prices. New users can score a fantastic $20 off their final ticket purchase by using the exclusive promo code 4SIDESOTR at checkout for any event. That's 4SIDESOTR. Tell them the bad guy sent you.
4Sides OTR, and everybody's trying to go to all the events they can before the end of the year. So use our code, especially if you are a new customer or with a new email, because I know everybody's got 50 emails nowadays, especially if you were playing RuneScape back in 2010. I know you got 25 emails because you were probably hacking the game. So go ahead and use our code 4Sides OTR. Let's talk Move the Needle, fellas. And I thought about this Move the Needle because we talk about this guy a lot, but I feel like some of us don't give him his flowers. We've seen him dead on national television a couple times, but my guy Wheeler Yuta, does he move the needle? Let's start with Brandy Savage.
So, I believe it was Chano Hayes who tweeted from the Four Sides account earlier this week and said, "I didn't even know that guy had a voice." Now, what's funny about that tweet is before I even saw it, I looked at Martin and said, "I didn't even know that guy talks." So,
He really did.
no, I don't think he moves the needle. I don't think he, as of this moment, he definitely doesn't move the needle. I don't see it coming at any foreseeable future.
Nitram, Wheeler Yuta, does he move the needle?
Nah, man. Like, he's cool. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But he's always. And I'm gonna regret this in like 3 months when he becomes the hottest thing in AEW. But
They did it with Jack Perry.
Well, the one thing Tony Khan's always good at is making a side character a main guy. I think that's something he just excels in. But no, Wheeler's not it, man. He wasn't it in the first faction he was in as a best friend. He wasn't it in BCC. He's just not it. He wasn't it as pure champion. He's not it for me. He's a fabulous in-ring performer, but he's still not it.
Chano Hayes, how you feeling about Wheeler Yuta, man?
Like I said, I just found out my man can talk. I thought he was in mute this whole entire time. I swear to God, he was like, I'm not gonna stand for it. I was like, oh, I'm like, he has a voice. He got some mic time. This is crazy. But yeah, I don't. You know what? I am interested in this. I am interested to see how the Bluey Combat Club implodes from within, and how Wheeler Yuta becomes a world champion somehow in 6 months.
You know,
I
it's
mean,
crazy.
it's a natural
I'm
progression
sorry.
of things. You know what I mean? Like he has to do something, maybe, hopefully.
Maybe.
But what's crazy, man, is Wheeler Yuta moves the needle for me. I think he's a fantastic wrestler. I think he's great. I think everything he's been in and his storyline thus far to where he's at is it. I mean, it moves the needle, right? If you truly think about it, when he first came into AEW, then he joined Best Friends. Who was the guy trying to recruit him to come to the BCC? Who was the two guys after that? Who became the two guys to come, right? William Regal, Daniel Bryan. They bring him in. They bring him under his wing. He wins gold. He wins tag team gold. He wins a few championships. You know what I mean? And all of this happens with Bryan. So it's cool to see that he's keeping his loyalty to the guy that brought him in and showed him the ropes. I think the line that they're doing with Yuta is great. I think it definitely moves the needle for me. So I'm really surprised that Nitram doesn't move.
He's not it for me, man. There's a lot of people on AEW that I would put way before I put Wheeler Yuta. So,
I mean,
Needle.
I didn't know boy speak, so hopefully he keeps talking. It makes me believe it.
Hey, I think he moves the needle. Chat. What do you guys think? Does Wheeler Yuta move the needle for you? A guy that doesn't move the needle for me, and I know Nitram's about to go crazy on this, but a guy that doesn't move the needle for me is Matt Cardona. And he said he is shocked that he did not get an offer from AEW or WWE. Chano, are you surprised by this?
No, my man said it. He says it all the time. Actually, he threatened them. He was like, if you guys don't give me the 3 C's, I'm not coming. I need cash, creative, and championships. You can't give me the 3 C's. I'm not coming.
Is he a main guy?
I think here's the thing. I think if he was to come back to the WWE, he would have to come back as the one thing he does not want to come back as. Momentarily, he would have to come back as the woo 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 Zack Ryder for a week. Literally for a week. Maybe the Rumble, then he comes back. I am not Zack Ryder. I am Matt Cardona. And that's how he kind of has to build himself up. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Other than that, I don't. It's hard, man. He's got bigger. You know what I mean? Like he's gotten physically bigger.
Mhm.
He has a dope moveset. I think he's cool as shit. But
Okay.
ultimately, you got to be able to sell merch to kids and make people and make kids hate you. If you can't do either or in WWE, it's not gonna work for you.
You are not gonna make
AEW,
it.
it's weird. It's in AEW, it's weird. Like you can book indie shows, and he might overbook himself on a Wednesday or a Saturday. You know what I mean? It's a weird predicament for my boy.
After that, Brandy Savage, how do you feel about Matt Cardona and his comment? Do you think it's shocking that AEW WWE hasn't said, "Yo, man, we need you to come over here and do the great things that you're doing in the indie scene right now"?
Brandy's muted, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump in for him. Matt Cardona, I'm not, you know, I'm more shocked that he hasn't got a one off. You know what I mean? It's more that to me is more of a shock. I don't think he's ever gonna get that full time commitment. He's hitting that age where he's almost about to be in his 40s. So Chano's only gonna give him what 5 more years, Chano? So
Yeah,
Chano's only
but
going to give him 5 more years if he gets signed. You know, that's not enough time to get Chano over at that point. And then,
Nah.
but I mean, like Chano said, if he wanted to make a fat check, put him in the Rumble. Let him come out with his wife. Let him, you know what I'm saying, for AEW sakes, you know, let him do an open challenge. Like, for example, Darby just did an open challenge. Let him do that. I think he's more of a guy who, at this point, and this is going to be weird to say, but he's bigger than being mainstream. To me, Matt Cardona not in the indies doesn't work because that is the indie god. You're taking away everything you want if you get an offer. You know what I mean? You're just Zack Ryder. And nobody likes Zack. I mean, I like Zack Ryder. But you know what I mean? Nobody wanted Zack Ryder. We want Matt
right,
Cardona. So take him out of the indies. Yeah, nobody wants you out of the indies. That's what you do, bro. You're the guy. So, like I said, one off. I'm surprised he hasn't got more of them. You know, he had that short stint with Cody in AEW, and I think it just didn't go the way they thought it was going to go. But that was early AEW. Um, but yeah, you know, like the guy moves the needle for me. I watched GCW for him. You know, he got hurt. I knew about it.
so
So to me,
so
like Matt Cardona is important to wrestling, but he's bigger than mainstream wrestling.
I could feel that. I mean, like Chana said, that he just has a lot of demands, right? He wants the money, he wants to be able to be control of creative, and he wants championships. And I don't think he's going to get the championships. To be control
Or the
of the
cash.
creative, might as well go to AEW. The cash, maybe, right? I could give you the money, but if I give you the money, I come up with your character and I don't give you championships. Or you don't get money and I'll give you control of your character and you may get a USA title. Or I'll let you go over Trick Williams on NXT. You decide.
Shit, I'll donate money for that.
I think that's exactly what it is. I think it's one of those things of he's an example of somebody who's over successful with himself, to where he wants too much and he knows his worth and he can't go anywhere because they don't want to pay him that much or give him that much control and so on. And I have to agree, he's a one off. I feel like he's exactly that, like in the sense with the one off with Edge, and he's exactly what he is on the indie scenes. He's a guest. He comes in, he does
Right.
what he does, and he leaves.
Right. 100%. Great. Okay. Looks like we're on agreement. We're not shocked by this. And Nitram says he's shocked that he hasn't gotten a one-off, but not shocked that he is a full-time wrestler on either promotion. Let's talk a little bit about AEW. And AEW did something this week that kind of made me a little upset because I wanted a winner. I feel like they do this every single time when they give us two great wrestlers and they put them in the ring. Man, oh man. I think draws are getting old on AEW. Nitram, how you feeling about that?
I can see what you're saying, but they did it differently. If this would have been a time limit draw, I would 100% here sit with you and agree this is old. But the double pin, the ref slamming 2 hands down, to me worked. the two guys asking for more time, which usually gets declined because there's one of them is usually a heel, and them actually getting it from TK works. Takeshita coming out and doing the DQ finish for them to get the draw works because it got over Takeshita as this monster heel. They booed him in just the right way. You know, they were chanting asshole at him, and dude just looked ripped. He looked like a threat. And so I think everything here worked. The two guys had an incredible match. It protected both men. You know, I mean, like, this is the Ricochet we wanted to see. This is the Ricochet we got, and we know there's more to it. Like, we know, like, it left me wanting more, and that's what you should get in a match, especially when it doesn't have a finish.
Facts. Chano, how you feeling about draws on AEW?
TK books for the sickos, and the sickos love this shit. So good for them. No, it was dope. I thought the whole exchange was dope. I actually came to appreciate Ricochet's moveset a little bit more with the grapples and the slams and the suplexes. I thought it was cool. I thought it was dope to see. But I thought the double pin was cool until Takeshita came in. Don't get me wrong. Takeshita deserves the world.
Facts.
Takeshita deserves the world. Whatever championship he wants, he deserves it. And the man is filthy. But
Facts.
like Marcus said, I kind of wanted a clear winner or loser in this sense before we moved on to Takeshita. You know what I mean?
Agreed. Because it's
So
you know you have a main event. You have two main event guys in the ring right now who had a killer match. I agree with you. The match was great. The double pin I thought was awesome. Them getting more time I thought was perfect. But then what was the point of giving them more time if you were going to just call the draw?
Protect both men.
I get it, but I want a winner. I wanted it. I wanted
And you'll get that when there's no title involved. When Takeshita wins that title,
the match won't be the same then.
How won't it be the same? Will Oxford
It's the
always
same people.
produces.
Doesn't matter who it is. He could wrestle
It
me.
doesn't matter who it is. Yeah.
He got a 5-star match out of me.
The crowd was chanting, "This is
Tiger
awesome." And all
Driver
the guys
broom.
did was stare at each other.
That's true. Hey, you guys, yeah, you're absolutely right. Maybe they'll have a match without the title, and Takeshita does bigger and better things with the international championship. So, you know, who knows? Maybe we could be. We had another debut on All Elite. First, we had MVP, but now you turn the camera to the right, and you see my boy, the Golden Standard, Shelton Benjamin. I popped. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I popped in my room. I was hot. My wife looked at me like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" I was like, yeah.
So did
Shelton
me and
Benjamin.
Brandy.
Shelton Benjamin's on AEW. Hold on.
We went
Yeah,
crazy.
Bro,
Yeah,
I
it
was
was
like,
crazy.
yo, this man really showed up, right? Because he didn't know what was going on. If you heard his interviews that he's been doing, I was like, oh yeah, I've been talking to Tony, but nothing really spurred out or anything. He did a real great job of trying to play it off. He probably knew this was going to be happening, but he is all elite. Fellas, did you guys pop?
Me and Brandon were screaming "Holy shit" on our couch, and my
Yes,
dad
sir.
looked at us and said, "Are we excited for that old guy?" And then Brandon about knocked him out, but I had to hold him back. Not only did we pop, like afterwards, I watched the clip. Man, did that crowd pop?
Yeah.
And that
They went crazy.
It's so heart, like, great feeling. You know what I mean? Like, that's somebody. You know, and I went in on this when I was talking to Mike last night. Like, when you say you're top 10, no one's ever going to put Shelton Benjamin in it. But at the end of the day, like, when we really think about it, Shelton Benjamin's one of the best to ever do it. Like, he goes in that ring nonstop. He's given us plenty of memories. He's an all-around great package. You know what I mean? So the one thing AEW does really well is they get these guys who are legends, and they make them, present them, and treat them like legends. And I'm real excited for Shelton Benjamin to be there.
Chano, Brandy, how you feeling about Shelton?
Man,
You go.
like he said, bro, we popped crazy. It was one of those things where it was kind of embarrassing how hard we popped, and I don't know. It's one of those things where you just get excited because you know they're gonna do it right. Whatever WWE creative had at the time, they weren't looking at Shelton Benjamin and I forgot the dude's name, but they weren't looking at them the correct way. And I feel like with the subtraction of the dude of his name I forgot, they're gonna be even better.
MVP
now
or
there's
Bobby
an-
Lashley?
No,
You
not
talking-
Bobby Lashley. The small. He's
Oh,
on
Cedric?
NXT now. Cedric Alexander. Yeah. So like with the subtraction of Cedric Alexander, leaves so much room for a new person for Shelton to be with in the long run.
Maybe Ricochet.
Maybe that's my theory. That is for sure my theory. That's the first thing I said.
China, how you feeling about Shelton Benjamin being all elite?
I popped, and then I remember Shelton Benjamin is 49 years old.
Be prepared to hear them. You still got it.
Got it.
Be prepared to hear it.
No. I will say Shelton does look like he's in incredible shape. Like he can actually go in the ring. I've seen a few like highlights of his indie matches he's been having. He still looks good, man. My issue is when you're old as fuck is if you don't look good doing your moves, step out the ring. But Shelton looked like he still got some juice, so I will let him rock. But I will also be on everybody's neck the moment Shelton Benjamin starts showing his age.
Fair enough.
I feel like it's a fair trade off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, fair enough. I feel that. AEW celebrated 5 years, fellas. In the 5 years that they've had, what was your favorite moment from the 5 years? One of my favorite moments, and I always laugh, and I could just think about it. But man, when on national television, when Rick Ross looked at Keith Lee and said, "Damn, you a big motherfucker," and they didn't even bleep him out. I was like, "Oh, damn, this man!" I said, "Oh, yep, he's done. They're never gonna invite that man ever again." And they never did. They never did. Actually, I think after that moment, Keith Lee got sick, and I hope he's better. But we never even saw Keith Lee after that. But on national television, Rick Ross got away with saying "motherfucker." Nate, what was your favorite moment in the last 5 years for AEW?
Man, I've been thinking about this for a minute because my go-to answer was my favorite moment for some reason is always the promo between Punk and Eddie Kingston, where Eddie was the first one to say, "I'm gonna tell you something that you don't even know. These guys don't want you here. We don't need you here. There's only one person." And he was just going in on him. And then Punk, was like, "You're a bum," which was like the first time someone actually called Eddie a bum. And he's like, "Nobody liked you on the indies." And then while he was cutting his promo, Eddie just gets in his face and he goes, "Fight me! Fight me! Fight me!" Doesn't even let this man speak, and he just keeps doing it. And it to me, that's one of my favorite moments. But I'm gonna be real cheesy right now and say my favorite moment in the 5 years is honestly probably just the creation of AEW, how it all came to be, the press conferences, everything that came up with it, because it was something special for me in a sense that I wasn't liking what wrestling was becoming, and I felt like I was losing myself as a fan at that time. Like wrestling was very redundant to me. And this put a spark into me that honestly just made me fall back in love with wrestling. So the company itself, and WWE has stepped up their game from then too as well. So it's just, to me, the creation of AEW, the press conferences, the signings, everything that got me excited in the first place of AEW is probably my favorite thing.
Okay, and that's why we'll forever be AEW marks in Chano's eyes. Chano, what was your favorite moment in the 5 years? But I know you've been watching for 2 consistently now. So
Yeah, Martin has a good point. The creation of AEW was much needed for wrestling in the landscape. That there's so many great wrestlers that would be on the back burner in WWE and NXT, not getting the love that they deserve. So, do want to say thank you to TK for following the Elite Boys and making that happen. But my favorite moments of AEW has to be the creation of Collision. The weeks that CM Punk was there before he got fired after All In were elite. They were great. It was great TV. Every single Collision episode before Punk got fired was great. And then he got fired, and then it went to shit. And then Dynamite became the A show again. But yeah, that's honestly it. I think one of my favorite matches of all time is still that tag team match with Juice and Jay White and FTR.
Oh yeah, great match.
Phenomenal.
That was a great match. That was a phenomenal.
Hour long, and my eyes were peeled. My eyes were glued to that TV.
Not Bernie Savage. He said that match sucked. Bernie Savage, what was your favorite moment from AEW?
I think my favorite moment was probably last year's Grand Slam. It was like one of those moments that like got me really into AEW more than I was, with seeing Samoa Joe holding the chip, seeing John Moxley hold the chip. He actually lost that night, but it was a great card that night. We had a great time, and it's probably the night that turned me into an AEW fan.
Word. Oh yeah.
I don't know why, but I thought Brandy was gonna do like Mercedes Moné and just say the last 6 months, and then just
I swear to God,
all,
I thought
all Mercedes thing.
I enjoyed CM Punk's era way more than her era.
Hopefully, AEW. Hopefully, AEW definitely gives us more moments to remember, and hopefully it stays around for as long as WWE has been around. That's forever. We hope that. Let's go ahead and step into the bar and make some of these margarita matches. The Kodo Bar margarita match predictions, where your boys here tell you when to get up and go get a margarita so you can enjoy this pay-per-view just a little bit more. We got Bad Blood this Saturday at 6 o'clock at an early time, so you have time to watch your pay-per-view and then maybe hit the club or go out to a bar and go do something and drink the sadness away. But remember to always drink responsibly. Fellas, I'm not sure where the card is going to start, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be the opening match. Damian Priest, Finn Balor. Margarita match or not?
They announced it's the Hell in a Cell match.
Oh, okay. Well then, that doesn't answer my question. Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. Margarita match?
Yeah, I'll drink a margarita.
Okay. Brandy Savage, Nitram.
I'm gonna have to wait. It's gonna cook.
Yeah.
I have to wait.
Yeah, that one I can stay sober for that.
I'm gonna make a margarita during the pre-show. You know.
You know why it's a margarita match for me? You know, I have zero expectations for Finn Balor to win this match. That I don't think he's actually going to win this match. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't do anything for Finn, but everything for Damian. Which he deserves, fellow New Yorker, fellow Puerto Rican, wepa, yeah, let's go. But yeah, it doesn't do anything for Finn. Finn losing another match is as likely to happen as me closing my eyes to go to sleep tonight.
It's like you said, useless heels just losing.
It's frustrating. So yes, it's a margarita match for me.
Okay, margarita match. Up next, we got the WWE Women's Championship. Nia Jax going up against Bayley. Margarita match or not?
I didn't even know this was on the card, so I'll go get a margarita.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a margarita too for sure.
2 margaritas, I know.
Make it a double.
Make it a double.
Nah, I'll watch it.
Okay.
You staying for that one though?
He's staying for that one. Yeah, he's staying for that one.
Someone's gotta watch.
We have the other women's world championship up for grabs. Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley. Margarita match or not?
Nah,
Dom's gonna be in a shark cage. I can't wait for him to drop the wrong objects for the wrong person.
Could you imagine they drop him?
Let's not put our guy Dom in any type of situation like that.
Listen, the only situation I want to put Dom in is the world champion.
He has to come down from the cage and then in 3 years beat Cody Rhodes for the title. So
2 years.
Dom is the champion.
6 months.
Look at the situation he is. He's the champion.
He is the champion. You're right. He is the champion. Okay, after that, we go on to the main event. I know this is the main event. Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu. Margarita match.
Strawberry margaritas, sugar on the rim.
For the
whatever match is on before this is the margarita match because I'm getting 2 margaritas to sit tight for this one.
To sit tight for this one. I feel that.
I'm so bedober watching this with like, it's mad funny. Every time Roman comes out, I look at my wife, I look at Nasa and be like, acknowledge your tribal chief. And she just rolls her eyes at me. She doesn't understand the greatness that is Roman Reigns. But she will.
Bro, when Roman comes out, the first thing my wife says, that man is so handsome. At least you're acknowledging him.
Yo, it's bad. Like it's really bad. Like you know what my mom does? My mom has this big crush on Cena, very big crush on Cena, and I think her crush faded when she saw Roman Reigns.
No, facts, dude.
With the blue eyes.
Why would be like wrestling again and then see Roman Reigns? Oh, but that's a handsome gentleman right there. He's a handsome man. So now you want to watch, right? Because Roman Reigns is on TV. All right, and then CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, fellas, Hell in a Cell. I think you can go. I think you can go get a margarita about halfway through this match.
You get a margarita to start the match and come back for the mid to ending.
You guys are tripping. You don't know when CM Punk's muscle might fall off his arm. You gotta stay there the whole moment.
You gotta watch CM Punk's whole career right there. That's the remainder.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. That's why I'm scared for this match. I'm like, what if this man gets hurt again?
Chano, what happens when you go get your margarita and then you miss Drew McIntyre sticking Larry in the bag, like Markus said?
Yo, bro! I swear to God, that'd be
insane, bro. That's the only way to make a match. Do you know, like in the Butterfly Effect, when old boy had the dog in the bag and said, "Back up." That's got to be Drew McIntyre. Give up right now.
Yo,
Man,
I'm
they're
not
gonna
gonna
do
hold
something
you.
super
Say
corny
I quit,
where his wife helps Drew with so Punk can come home or something. It's gonna be super corny.
Yeah.
I
Jordan
don't
earlier
care.
said that they wanted AJ Lee to get involved in this match.
She might get
Absolutely,
involved in
AJ
the
Lee.
next feud. They might get
AJ Lee
involved
should
in the
get
next feud.
involved.
I think
AJ
I
Lee
think
should
too.
definitely get involved, and
Until Drew
definitely.
McIntyre brings his brolic wife or something like that to come help him.
I'm
That's
about
what
to
I'm saying.
sound
Brock, we seen her
she's
at
small.
Mania. She's
I'm
not
about to
tiny.
sound super hypocritical here, but if AJ Lee comes back, she should go to NXT to boost the ratings and fight Roxanne.
No,
You just
can't do
want to
that.
see your dream match. That's just your dream match.
You can't do that because you already have two versions of Goodwill AJ Lee at NXT. You have Roxanne and you have Cora Jade. So
Right, and she leads both of them.
I don't know. I don't know. Let's move on to our main event question.
It looks like all the talking has been done. It's time for the main event.
Main event question: is having Roxy and Trick as champions the smartest decision for both NXT's future and its new partnership with the CW? Chano.
Yes, especially having two minorities as your two main champions on a network that shows All American for 12 seasons. Yes, it is the right call. 1,000%. Trick for aesthetic purposes is great for the CW to be their champion, their first champion at least. And honestly, Roxanne is just greatness. So she's just the right person to be champion, period. Honestly, I don't see Trick being champion for longer than 2-3 months. I just don't see him having it in him to stay champion. Like Martin has beaten me down with this. He's my man's just not worthy to hold the top strap at NXT.
I gave him 6 months.
You wore me down. I can't even look at a Trick Williams match and enjoy it. He does a good move. I'm like, damn, he's just ripping this match apart with Brandon, isn't he?
Never, how you feeling? You
I
think Roxy and
was.
Trick is the smartest decision?
Yeah, I really do think it's a smart decision for two reasons. Roxy is, even with the new signings as of right now, the most established and probably best female wrestler they have on the roster. And in a sense, she is beautiful. She's a pretty face. Beyond that,
Yo, Jesus.
I mean, look, I hate to say it, but she's a heel that people love to see because she's beautiful and she's one of the best wrestlers they got. It's hands down. It's Roxanne Perez. Now,
Okay.
going into Trick, y'all know I'm not a fan of him, but he is the right choice here for two different reasons as well. Not that he's beautiful, but two different reasons. One, they're in this stage now where they are going from arena to arena, and I say arena loosely. Obviously, some of them are smaller than others. He is the person that gets the loudest reaction in probably all of WWE compared to Jey Uso. If we're being honest,
it's crazy.
And you want him to be champion because if he's getting that reaction, then yes, you want to make sure that people hear you on other networks. Dang, we could have had this. The other good reason why it's him is because he's got to lose, and when he loses, it's just gonna build someone new because he's that over. So I get it. Ethan Page was great to carry it into that stage, but Ethan Page, in a sense, did not get over. When Ethan Page comes out, they sing Joe Henry's song. You know what I mean? So it's like
that's mad funny.
That's fair. I see what you're saying. I get you. Bernie Savage, you think Roxy and Trick was the smartest decision?
I think by far Roxy was probably the smartest decision to hold on to your champion, to put onto the face of the women's division as constantly being stacked with more and more talent. I think that is the person you want to go over because you kind of, in a sense, those people are already over and they're established, and you want to keep this person to be the established star of your future. As far as Trick goes, I don't think we look at the NXT championship as the coveted championship of NXT anymore. I do think it's probably the women's championship. So I think that championship is on the right hands because it is on the right person for developmental reasons. And like Martin just said, if they become an arena act, me and Martin seen Trick Williams come out in an arena, and that is insane. And that is the person you want to be your champion.
It's great.
That's facts. That's
a little
facts.
pop for him when we went.
I think it is the smartest decision, and Nitram, I think you're on, dude. Trick Williams looks like $1 million, bro. That's the reason why the man don't wear his shirts off. You used to
That's
say
not-
back in the day.
That's not the one who I said was pretty. I think you misheard me.
You used to say
No,
back
but
in the day.
I heard you to say
No,
Trick
yeah,
was pretty. I heard you. He's a pretty face.
No, yeah.
Selling merch.
You used to say back in the day, oh, if I had the body of John Morrison, I'd go outside shirtless every day. Well, if I had
All
the
the
body
time.
of Trick Williams, I'd be shirtless all the time too.
Brock had the body of Ethan Page right now and be happy, bro.
No, facts. Oh man, fellas, that's everything we got this week. We got 3 count trivia. We started up Sundays. Some episodes are going to be released, so stays tuned to the YouTube and all your other socials because we will be releasing some episodes. But hey, we have the bracket. Nitram, do you want to talk about the bracket?
Yeah, let me go get my buddy on the couch. Give me a second.
Okay, go get your buddy on the couch. We got side 1. My fellas is not on side 1, but hey, we're gonna get a UC championship culture. Got the bye week. We hooked them up. We gave them the bye week because they are the champions. They did win. They felt like they should have just met whoever it was at the final, but Nitram said he wasn't having it. It's not fair. Where'd this man go, Brandy? What did he do?
I
He's
have no
fine.
clue. He probably
Bye.
got jumped in the living room.
Oh, we got a special guest in the building.
I was right.
Y'all
El
summoned me from the
Triviador.
couch.
El Triviador, what's going on, man?
Oh, same old. Was trying to take my daily nap. I live here for free. Eat chips. Play Martin's PS5. It's real nice. It's a nice life. Feed Brandon's hamsters. All I got to do to pay rent.
Right. Hey, that's,
Can't even do that
that
right.
is the. He said he can't even do that right. Man, why don't you tell us a little bit about 3 count trivia
All right.
and this bracket?
Well, here's the thing about this bracket. This is one of 2 brackets, and on this side we have the defending champion side bracket, which of course we gave Championship Culture the bye week, as well deserved. They earned it. Now, on this Sunday, we have the Boom Broadcasting and Black Masses and Constellation matchup dropping, and you'll see who faces Championship Culture this Sunday. Then, of course, we have entering for the first time, It's Real to Me podcast, and they're wrestling. They're going lock up horns with the Wrestling Republic, who also is brand new to this game. But who's not brand new to this game? The people that beat my guys down here, right there, the Wrestling Wrap Up, and they're going against a brand new contender as well in Snugs podcast. And that we'll see who locks in one side. And on the other side, we have the former runner-ups wrestling in the middle. We gave them a bye week as well. They deserved it. Number 2 rank. Right under that, we have the guys who lost to wrestling in the middle. We have the main event mics. And they're going against brand new contenders as well. And good friends of the pod. Booking like a mark. We also got the 4 side boys. Say hi, guys.
What it do?
I
He
see
said say
Nitram
hi.
put you guys against Britt Prem. So you guys are playing overseas, your first match. How does that feel?
I've always been a fan of a good away game.
Home field
Yeah.
advantage everywhere I go, baby.
All the
Facts.
athletes bring 2-ply with them because they don't got no 2-ply over there. So
Facts. Also, me and Brandy, we like our baked beans for breakfast. So
Lunch and dinner.
exactly.
Now, I don't
So
know. I don't know
should
if
have
you
a good
guys are
time.
100% aware of this, but in the last season of 3 count, Sav and Maddie were on a team. Well, Britt Prem, you're just getting Sav and his partner bringing in because Maddie is coming in on the Greg Cherry show with a brand new partner as well, and he's going against a brand new opponent and no bones about wrestling. Now, each side the winner of the brackets, they're going to go to the championship. They're going to see those beautiful tag team belts that we have. I'm not allowed to touch them, so I don't have it right now. But it's going to be something you guys have never thought of because I've seen these quizzes. I studied these quizzes. And you guys, especially you guys right down here, have no chance. I'm just kidding. Everyone has a chance, Points are going up. And that's 3 count trivia. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be an exciting season this season.
And we're all excited, man. We're super excited. I got my winners already set up. I think I know who's going to complete this entire table. And it's going to be 4 sides of the ring. I got to do it. I got to give it to Chano. I got to give it to Brandy. We're going to do it. This is our year. We are keeping these titles home, and we're going to protect them with all our lives. So championship culture, we're coming for you. Wrestling in the middle, we're coming for you. Main event mics, we're coming for you.
Looking like
That's
a
a lot of
Mark, we're
That's
coming
a lot
for
of
you.
pressure.
Brit Prime, they're coming for you. No bones about wrestling, welcome, but we're coming for you. The Greg Cherry Show, we're coming for you. If you are on our side of the table, you might not make it out.
Oof. What do you
That's not
guys?
a threat. It's a promise.
Let's do a fake fan duel here. What are your betting odds on championship culture retaining, or at least making it to the finals?
Plus
Minus
1
six-
million. Plus
minus
1
6,000. Minus 6,000.
He said minus 6,000.
Plus 1,600 to
Good
make
luck.
it to the finals, but like negative 500. I mean, no, negative 500 to win.
Yeah.
Oh
that's
man,
crazy.
fellas, we're a little over, so let's go ahead and get our plugs while we get up out of here.
You already know the vibes, y'all. So it's Brandy Savage here. You guys can find me on Championship Culture on October 8th. Other than that, you guys know Brandy Freaking Savage on Twitter, Life and Times on Instagram. You know the rest.
Well, I'm El Trivador. Nitram's playing the PlayStation for me, but I know his handsome self would say he's the one that makes him say, "Oh damn, he's Nitram," and he wants you to follow him on. I almost said Instagram because it rhymed, but Twitter. He wants you to follow him on X at NITRAM_4SOTR. That's NITRAM_4SOTR. El Trivador doesn't do social media because I'm wanted by the government.
Hence the mask.
That's crazy. Whatever the bounty is, I'm turning him in. It's your boy Chano Hayes, Chano God, Chano the Theory, Chano whoever the hell you need me to be honest with. Listen, as always, follow
Chano
our Twitter
Ramos.
page, Chano Ramos. You can follow our main Twitter page at 4SIDESOTR. And you can also follow me at CHANCKO_. Don't follow me on Instagram. I will block you. I post pictures of my cute ass son, and y'all don't deserve to see it.
Facts, but most importantly, don't follow Chano. And second,
Not on
most importantly,
Instagram.
second, most importantly, follow us on all of our social media platforms. 4 Sides of the Ring Podcast on Instagram, 4 Sides OTR on X. We're on Threads. We're on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, share. We see everybody in the chat. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. We're a little over time, but it's okay. We had a lot to talk about. 3 Count Trivia is on the way Sunday. We will catch you guys next week. And always remember, if you're not enjoying wrestling, just not watching it right. See you guys later.